teach your children more out of influence than authority, more out of reason and persuasion than your position as a parent. In leadership studies, there is the authority of position. So you're a leader, you're a manager, you're a parent, you're a teacher. And there is the leadership of influence. And so you influence them, you talk with them, you reason with them. Yesterday, my daughter, who's 6, had a substitute teacher. And when I was picking her up from school, I asked her to tell the teacher that I'm here, wave at the teacher. And then she comes to me and in front of everybody, maybe she's a bit frustrated. She said, I know, I already told her. She's kind of yelling it out. She's kind of being rude. So, I mean, in that moment, there's 2 issues there. One, she was being rude, and second, she didn't really do what I said, and she finally did reluctantly. And so what I did was, I thought to myself, obviously, like any parent, if your kid kind of is rude to you or yells at you, you kind of get upset. But I kind of sorted that out in a few seconds in my heart, and then I took her aside and we went somewhere to the side, and I knelt down, I crouched down, and I looked at her at eye level, and I talked with her, and I said, Zoe, okay, let me explain to you. Okay, do you know how teachers release students, like young students, particularly the substitute teacher? She's like, yes, I know. And then I'm like, okay, do you know? And then I said, okay, what is it? And she said, well, I just tell them, and that's it. And I said, I did not question whether you told your teacher that your dad is picking you up. She already knows that. I said, this teacher is a substitute teacher. She doesn't know really who I am or all the parents are. And the way that teachers should release students is, first, they know who's picking up the student, and second, whether that person is actually there. They make eye contact, they look at them, and they wave, and then they see me with you, right? And this is the reason why. And so I tried to explain to her, and it took about 5 minutes to kind of explain all the details. I just gave you the short version. But and then after that, only after that did I talk with her. I said, okay, your attitude wasn't that good. Our pattern is after school, we go into the car, we study some Chinese, I have her read the Bible, I go through a Bible story with her, we pray together, and then we go pick up her younger brother from daycare. But then after kind of the little lesson, with Chinese and Bible, then I asked her, okay, have you reflected on what happened? And then she then went on to apologize. My point is, as our kids get older, now obviously if our kids are really young, right, they're an infant or they're a toddler, obviously we do everything for them. It's basically, we are parenting them through authority, because really they're not talking, or they don't really know how to think for themselves. But as their kids get older, and honestly, when they're even in kindergarten and grade 1, that's not too early. As long as they're able to talk, they're able to reason, it's good to reason with them at their level.